I must say this 2021 HBO Oslo movie about the Oslo Accords was way different than I thought it would be. Who would have thought I would have gotten so into it? Question is, should you watch this? And what can we learn from this movie? Let's find out. The story of back-channel negotiations between the development of the 1990s Oslo Peace Accords between Israel and the Palestinian Liberation Organization. May I say this is an incredibly detailed-oriented movie as well. I never knew about all this diplomacy and how it worked, and all the details and patience and how you build rapport. I didn't know any of that. Not only did I learn about Israel and Palestine and their history to some extent, I also learned about the diplomatic process. This is the kind of movie you could take and you could say, hey, I'm going to make your kids watch it. If I was a teacher, I could say, you guys are going to watch this movie, and they could really learn from it. And you could write a paper on it. Great high school movie. An introduction to the Israeli and Palestine issues. And then to modern day, it could be really a good launching point because it's that detail oriented. However, it's not only informative, it's also got amazing acting as well. And some really good drama. Special shout out to the two big personalities and actors that did an amazing job that I think really helped carry this movie. They are Jeff Wilbish, who played Uri Savir, an Israeli foreign minister, and Salim Dua, who played Ahmed Querel, the Minister of Finance. Please forgive me if I butchered those names, guys. So, something I see that we could learn from this to build a better life. We want to build communities, we want to become friends, we want to get along with others. That helps us ultimately, I do believe. This movie had two groups of people who have a history and so much hate towards each other. You can feel it in the room. It's palpable. It's crazy. There's a diplomatic professor, or Professor Poli Sci. I'm not totally sure his background. He was Norwegian, and he had a way to do diplomacy that was like, they got to become friends first. So his role was, in this manner in Oslo, you guys can hack it out in that room where you're negotiating. It's cool. However, we're going to eat together and we're going to hang out together. We're going to play games. We're going to drink together and have fun. When we're out of that negotiation room, we're friends. We're all friends. We got to treat each other like friends. We're not going to talk about politics that are going to cause people to get upset. We're only going to talk about family and personal things that aren't going to be hot topics because we need to find commonalities. Through the commonalities, we bond. And then we can work on our differences. But the reality is, folks, differences, if you focus on each other's differences, how you're different from everyone, that separates you from that group. That doesn't make you bond with people. Finding commonalities makes you bond with people. Once you have the core commonalities and goals set, that bonds you. And then at that point, you can play on your differences and discuss your differences. But really, we all have things in common, and we all need to focus on that in order to get along. Really, these guys are able to do it. I think we could learn to do that as well. And that's what I learned from this movie. This movie was way better than I thought it would be. It's educational and dramatic, had great acting. Now, keep in mind, this is not a casual watch. Be sure to put aside 2 hours, put on the subtitles, it's in English, but put on the subtitles and read what they're saying and follow, because you really have to pay attention. If you don't, you're not going to know what's going on. You gotta focus. I am giving Oslo, the HBO original, I believe, 2021 movie, a 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. But guys, you don't have to stop here. You can keep learning things to improve your life through movies and films and stuff that we do on this channel. There's a video right there you could watch. That one right there is really good. Or this one. Choose one. Continue your journey. Keep learning.